Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Cause nobody really cares. Cause nobody really cares. Cause nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. To the 22-yard line. This defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 22, Lance. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Working from the gun, Lance. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring on second down. The Vikings at 10-3 on the year, and they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
He'll get a nice chunk there in the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 75. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A first carry for Tyler Algier. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Caleb Evans able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They're going to look to throw. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they at one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. This one brought in by Jefferson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Lance's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Lance on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On play action, Lance. On the move to his left. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Lance looking to throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the sack on first down, Lance flushed out right. This is Smith with a grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiver.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Here's Cook again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Algier will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
10 cycles.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter and misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
He's going to look deep for more. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Lance looks to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Here's Lance. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got Patterson on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Falcons.
They'll set up a throw. And caught by London. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Final minute now of the third quarter.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Vikings 38-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 34 yards. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to Mac.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A gain of 18 on the play.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 26-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On play action, Lance. He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Starting the drive with Algier. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by a Caleb Evans. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense on third down today. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throw out right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days. You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score
some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Minnesota, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be back home next week.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, cause he Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not around nobody way, we the ones who started with it. Translation. Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit.